How many years have we heard that they're going to do it? It's going to go up in the years.
Everyone, be seated, please. I'm Dave Godfrey. Welcome to our Wilson Park Hall. And we'll start our program here momentarily.
I wish there'd be a recording about the money. I said, correct. And some.
As far as I know,
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. I'd like to recognize somebody that's in the crowd tonight, Tom Haig from the office of Chris Collins. He'll be here for the evening and he'll be happy to answer questions at the end of the meeting. If you'll bring your attention to the fire exits, either end in case we have a problem. Thank you very much. A couple of short weeks ago, at our last rally in Irondequoit, a person in the audience was confused as to our mission as United Shoreline moving forward. Tonight, my answer to that question is mission accomplished. Together with our United Shoreline Committee, countless numbers of county and state government officials and agencies, numerous people behind the scenes, our diligent Lake Ontario scholars and historians who have provided us with the most current and comprehensive information to realistically digest this series of high water issues, and most importantly, you, our shoreline neighbors from several counties, running along this majestic south shore of Lake Ontario, young and old, banded together as one voice. We are the United Shoreline. What started 12 weeks ago in our garage with 4 neighbors concerned for the safety and protection of our homes, break walls, property, and investments has evolved into a permanent entity as we are linked from Canada to Oswego. Although the fall approaches, we will not falter in our mission to stay connected through social media as united as one voice. Share your stories, spread the word, and most importantly, stay connected. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce Shoreline.
Thank you for joining us tonight. I'd like to take a moment to bring your attention to the Newfane Middle School Summer Project, Lake Ontario's Problem. May I commend these students and their teacher for this amazing publication. I urge everyone, if you haven't already, buy a copy. Support these students, support this teacher, support their program, and support their school. If you already have a copy, buy another one. Donate it to your local library or your local middle school. Or buy an additional copy and mail it to the governor, the president, and every national TV and newspaper source. Thank you. We can't remember what it's like to have a peaceful night's rest. So gallantly, we have rallied from this abrupt collision with a life-altering derailment called Plan 2014. Searching for peace between the grief and setbacks of the high water, precious life moments wasted with worry, sleepless nights tossing, turning, watching and listening, sharing the terror. Only we understand the wild range of emotions. We speak the same language. Shoulders slumped, ready to give up, searching the morning after for breakwall pieces jaggedly assembled or reflections mirrored from basement water. while silently a deadly invasion begins. Harmful toxins buried near creeks and rivers, now awakened by the highs and possible lows of the IJC's Plan 2014, seeping out into what was once pristine water. How could this happen? Plan 2014. Deliberate, cold-hearted, calculated, premeditated attack by water, ingenious. The use of a natural resource they could claim it was the weather. Criminal. The systematic removal of a culture of people from the face of this magnificent shoreline. Yet we face this personal tragedy with grace and compassion, banding together, helping each other, sharing the weight, carrying the burden of the many on fragile shoulders, hearing our neighbors' voices, seeing our neighbors' faces in our own, watching the weather, lifting sandbags, stacking sandbags, basement pumps still running, waiting for a full-fledged, media alerting, nationally recognized event. An event. Is it flooding or the continued pounding against now hallowed and hollow break walls or wet basements that still remain from last April? And by the way, how could it be possible that our nation is completely unaware of Plan 2014? Your losses, your heartache, and the emotional weight you carry. For every day remains an event after months and months of high water. Grant money slow to trickle in helps the few, but not the many. We cannot stop until every person is compensated, until every break wall mended, until every basement dried or every house lifted. We cannot stop until Plan 2014 ends. We cannot stop, because somewhere there may be lurking something worse than Plan 2014, waiting in the shadows to emerge like this one did last December. We cannot stop until there is permanent protection of this shoreline in balance with its inhabitants and wildlife, with a consideration for commerce. We must remember that as we face the immediate solitary challenges of Plan 2014, the entire length of this shoreline and into Canada is now holding together. We are the shoreline warriors, the first line, sent into action by the decisions made by people far from the angry water, the IJC, and the Plan 2014. We will stay in touch through postcards, phone calls, or demands of reassessments. We will make our voices heard. We have the gift of social media. Through our wireless connections, we can forward our stories, photograph our damages, and alert our neighbors. We are strong people. We have hopes and dreams, and we still love the water. There is strength in our numbers, and there is strength in our passion, shoulder to shoulder, standing together. There has to be a better way. There must be a balance between nature and man, one not trampled by the other. May our actions be fruitful. May you sleep peacefully tonight between the pound and surge. And thank you for everyone working behind the scenes to make these events possible. Your attendance and efforts are what keep us going. For every person here, for every person willing to volunteer, for every person making copies or sending in photographs, for every person spreading the word, thank you. Without you, we do not have a united shoreline. Please step out from your comfort zone. Consider stepping forward in the efforts to hold our shoreline together. Orleans and Niagara County, we need to hear from you. We're looking for reps or street presidents from each beach to step up and act as the liaison to your neighborhood. Email me or find me after the rally. You don't need to travel. Your efforts through the internet or word of mouth are what's needed. Business owners, your place in this fight is important. By word of mouth, by sharing of stories, by reaching out to a neighbor, we can make a difference. Whether you have manned one of the front tables or attended only one meeting, your place in this race to end Plan 2014 is invaluable. You each have a packet, and inside the packet you'll see this, a volunteer sheet. Consider filling it out. maybe, you could be the liaison to your street or your neighbors. There's other information in here too as well. There's the survey, the Cornell survey. Very important that we get this information documented. Go online, take the half an hour that's required, and download your photographs and tell your stories. And also in your packet, you're going to find the permit for the DEC and some other information, instructions on how to fill out the permit, and some suggested plantings to hold your shoreline together. Thank you very much.